Champions Chat podcast. It is I, Iron Sheik 84. Up in the corner, we got Lee Brown. And to, I guess, my left here on screen, we got Slim Numbers. Good morning, everybody. How are y'all doing?
I'm a little sick today. Fun times.
I heard y'all say that beforehand. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better. If it makes you feel any better, playing right yesterday, my back's kind of killing me.
Oh, my back! Oh, we're getting old enough that we have to start going, oh, my back hurt. My knee hurts.
Sounds like you need a backiotomy. You'll be just fine.
A backiotomy. Oh, is that like where Doctor Doom removes Thanos' spine? You'll see that in the Avengers movie or something. What's up, Smiles?
That would be only fitting for Sheik.
Nice. Oh, what's up, Derek? What's up, Chef Boricua? Well, this is a very special episode. Possibly two we're going to cut today. We'll see how time goes. But this is kind of an end-of-the-year retrospective. We are going to give our 7 each best new posters for this year. And then, if we get time, we'll do our 7 worst new posters for this year. So, here's the rules. Each of us picked our own 7. We did not collaborate on them, and we, for the most part, didn't talk about it behind the scenes, so nobody knows exactly what's on each other's list. So, as we go to number 7, you'll hear each of us give ours and why they're there. You may also hear us say, like, oh, I got that later on my list. I'll tell you why later, or something along those lines. And these are just our opinions, you know? You might have a different 7, you might have them in different order, but I think it's great to get 3 very different perspectives, 3 different factions, 3 different players, etc., as to what was the absolute best of 2026. Last thing is, we cut off the new for 2026 at AJ Lee. We decided we were going to go from December to December, so this includes December of 2024 to the end of November 2025, so that way we could keep things square on there. So, all right, without further ado, number 7. All right, we'll go Sheik, Slim, me, and then we'll just keep rotating around in that circle in order. So Sheik, who's your number 7 best of 2025?
So my number 7 is I put down Haku.
Oh, okay. I've got him a little bit later in my list. Why is Haku your number 7?
Just basically he's a beast at Titan. I've seen some really huge numbers out of him, and I just think, like, you know, as a singles and a tag and a Titan, I just think he's extremely powerful. So that's why I have him at number 7.
Yeah. Okay. Slim, is he on your list?
No, he's not on my best 7 of 25.
Okay, so then tell me why he's not on your list, since you won't talk about him later. I'll talk about him later on mine.
So I prioritize my list kind of in a bunch of different ways. Haku is great. I'm not denying that. If I had to make a top 10 list of best men's released in 25, he would probably make that list. But there were a bunch of really great ladies.
Yep.
That were released in 25, and also a lot of great dudes released in 2025. And I think my 7 is in many ways like kind of broad and overarching for the way I play the game. And Haku, well, I use him all the time. Unfortunately, just did not make the cut this time.
Okay. All right. Well, sounds good. I'll have to give an honorary mention here real quick, because AJ Lee got added to the list, I ended up putting her later, spoilers, in mine. This was the hardest cut I had to make, but I cut New Gen Sammy from my list. That was the one that I decided that one's going to go. I thought he was great, but dang, I had to go. So my number 7 was Zombie Jacob Fatu. I know he's not the most powerful in the lot, although he actually really can be. I mean, especially with that move that builds move over move over. Like every time you pass a turn, I use him all the time in Titan, and he does really well. But I'm also not trying to get 100 billion, just to be clear. In most cases, I use him in my default technician. I used for just go to and have fun, and just like the moves and the way he does things, I enjoy. And he's got 2 or so move sets that I don't mind switching between, because usually I hate having to switch move sets. That's one of the things I dislike in this game, where like a Merrick's, that's his favorite thing. If a character can be used in 6 different ways, I prefer that they have one really strong move set that I'm going to go to. But either way, Zombie Jacob was mine. So either of you have Z Werewolf Fatu in the mix for yours? Sounds like no.
No, I don't. I have a zombie as my number 7, but I do not have 2 on my list.
Yeah, and I was going to say, without getting too much into the weeds, like there's a ton of honorable mentions I wanted to put in here. It was really tough picking 7 that I thought were better than other ones, because invariably you have that. Okay, in this situation, this person's better, but in this situation, this person's better. So I'm sure if we go through an honorary mentions thing, I'll probably lift off probably another 10 people.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, top 7 is really difficult.
I know.
Yeah,
that's
difficult.
Part of why I like using this number, because 10 gives you some buys, I mean, although technically it's the same thing, but yeah. Anyway, that's one of the things. Slim, did I skip your number 7? Then forgive me. I am holding on by a thread this morning with my.
No, man, it's all good.
Flu.
We're loosey goosey over here.
All right, well, you give your number 7 then. I skipped you. I'm sorry.
It's all good. My number 7 is actually Zombie Alexa.
Okay.
And she's my number 7 simply because she. And again, this list is coming from my viewpoint, right? And my perception, when my perception is my reality.
Right.
She was the first card that I have had an opportunity to mess with on a CC account, where I sat back in my chair and goes, the game is going to be changing. She was to me a bellwether mark of power creep. She's got like a move that is super low MP that I'm going to get this wrong probably, but there's like a 1 MP move that paints the entire board yellow, which is ridiculous. And then she's got another move that's 6 MP that not only seeds the board to do large damage. I believe it's Silence Gems. That move also does like 45 million damage just by pressing a button. It is an insane amount of damage with very little MP cost. She hits well over 100 million. Like, she is one of those cards where it's like, okay, this is a precedent for things coming in the future, and we are going to see damage values ramp up. We're going to see MP costs go down, and if the MP cost doesn't go down, then it's going to be more combo moves. For the MP that you spend or you have to charge up, much stronger effects are going to start coming. And I argue that we have already seen that with stuff like AJ Lee. Mm-hmm. I argue that we've seen that with Blackman, and we are only one full month away from it. And in December, I know we're not really talking about too many of the December cards. Every single December card that I've looked at, other than Reed, has pseudo infinites built into them that are by design.
Yeah.
So Zombie Bliss was the first one. I was like, oh, game's changing. We gonna be doing some different stuff here. And I felt like that was such an important thing, at least to me, that I was like, I have to put her on the list somewhere, even if training ability isn't as impressive as it needs to be, or only has 1 or 2 move sets. But like, she's a monster, and maybe the best powerhouse lady in the game right now. And by maybe, I mean she's the best powerhouse lady in the game, and it's probably not a question. So
yeah,
that's my number 7.
I have her as an honorable mention on my list, but that was one that was super, like we said, the 7 number is hard to hit. And she was super hard, and I think maybe I just hold a grudge against her because I came 200 shards short. And if I would have done, I did a flagship offer for Zombie Naomi. If I would have done that for Zombie Alexa, I would have got Zombie Alexa, and the way the shards fell for Naomi, I would have gotten her too. Of course, there was no way to know that, but Godflow said that Zombie Naomi was the favorite female of the year. So, man, that's awesome. And by the way, make sure you check the official Discord. Godflow and Goldie and gosh, forgive me, Jamie, Sammy. Sorry, dude, I'm sick today. I apologize. Hammy, thank you.
Hammy J.
Hammy J are doing the Slammies. Hammy J
It's
are
Jamie
doing.
J. I'm sorry.
Hey
it's
Slim,
Jamie
can you
J.
talk
I'm
about
just-
that? You know, I'm sorry, my brain cloud is really real today. So can you talk about that for just a sec?
Yeah, I absolutely can.
Thank
So,
you.
Goldie, Godflow, and Jamie Say have put together the 2025 Slammies. They have started on the official Discord, teasing it a little bit. I don't know too awful much what it's all about, but it is community based. There's going to be a lot of community voting coming up for what I understand is going to be a large amount of categories for stuff. I don't know what those categories are. I don't know what we're going to be voting on, but there's going to be community votes and there's going to be giveaways during some of these votes, maybe even all of these votes for the community. So, if you're listening to us and you're not in the official Discord, you can go in game and get the link to go to the Discord. You can talk to your faction mates. I'm sure some of those are in there. You can even have some of your faction Discord admins follow the channel that the Slammy announcements are going to be made into, so that your faction's Discord gets notifications when more information about the Slammies have dropped. Godflow has mentioned that there will be some other special guests that are invited to hang out with the Slammy crew, and in January there's going to be a stream, an award show, an actual award show for WWE Champions, which I think is pretty cool. And I bet if I was a betting man, which I play a gotcha game, so I obviously am, you're going to see some people involved with the award show that you already know in the community. So I'm super excited about it. I think it's absolutely a cool idea, and I'm stoked.
Thank you, Slim, and thank you, Godflow, for getting that all set up and keeping things fun for us. I appreciate that. All right, number 6, and Sheik, the way it works out, I guess we're starting with you each time. So number 6 is
Wait for the graphic to go. There's always a little bit of stream delay. I think if people don't know.
yeah,
I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I put down the pentas that came out this year.
both pentas.
Yeah.
Okay, why both pentas on there?
Okay. So look, I really love Acro Penta. I use them quite a bit. Again, I kind of, I know these things are always going to be subjective on what your play style, what you like, what you don't like. I really, really, really enjoy Penta's his trap / immobile gem setup personally. Because and I know for some people they don't like that, because I would say he's always a turn 2 character
Right.
at that point, which I know some people don't like that. They want the one click boom and get it over with.
Yeah,
It gave me a reason to use my nearing end plate, which is always fun. Had a ton of those that were just sitting in there. And then again, I love using his triple black setup on defense day in Titan, because I can just shut my brain off, hit my platinum chest, and call it a day.
nice.
So that's always a big plus. And then I love the Showboat one, because I love that. I don't necessarily, it's not specifically him, but I love that +5 tag setup. And then just being able to do the fill move plus that, or doing the like you mentioned, the every turn adds X amount of damage. I just think they're both super solid characters, and I enjoy playing with both of them.
Nice. Yeah, I don't disagree. I didn't have Acro Penta on my list, although I did just get his second gear of all things from the Armory loot, so there is a chance for people out there. But Zombie Penta was definitely one that I wrestled putting on my list. I think he's one of the best showboats they've done, and I wouldn't disagree at all with Acro Penta. I don't know. Slim, do you have either Penta on your top 7?
I have I have both Pentas on my men's top 10, and neither one are going to be in my top seven.
Okay.
But for basically the same reasons that Sheik said, Acro Penta is unblockable. You can't stop him. He's inevitable.
Yeah,
He's
he's
slow.
inevitable.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah.
He's slow. He's turn two. I understand the pushback on that, but you can't stop him, which is
Yeah.
amazing. And he hits hard enough that you don't like you only need the second turn, right?
Yeah.
Zombie Penta is amazing. He has great tag links. Zombies are always fun. He's got a couple of different move sets. All of them are relevant in the meta. He's relatively easy to get up and running. Both of them smacking boss. Sorry, Titan. Um, Zombie Penta in a yellow boss battle would probably carry. Regular Penta was great in Power Gym boss battles. Like both of those cards are absolutely fantastic cards, and probably will end up on multiple people's top 10 men's of 2025 list, and probably if a lot of people went and did their own list sevens, one if not both of them would end up there. They're fantastic picks.
Yeah, I agree. And to defend Acropenta, yes, he's turn two, but he stuns you, so technically the other player doesn't get a turn. So it's like you have an extended turn one, if that makes sense.
Turn
Oh
one and a
yeah.
half.
Turn one and a half. Yeah, yeah. All right, Slim, you go this time with your number six, and then I'll start the rotation the way I planned it.
Okay, number six. I've got Armor King on my list.
Dang. Okay. All right. Tell us.
Um,
Tell us why.
because his entourage ability is goaded.
Okay.
There you go. That's it. His
That's
armor, his entourage ability is goaded. Plus two Rainbow MP, plus two Strength and Multiplied Gems. He's NWO perfect, but better and free. And he's got a Jaguar mask on.
that's true.
And he does have one move set that if you have his gear where he has a different Jaguar mask on, is awesome, does great damage. He throws the opponent 20 feet up into the air and slams him down into the mat. I mean, he's cool, man. Arbor King's a cool card. Does pretty big damage with one move set and an absolutely goaded entourage ability. If Blackman hadn't to come out, I'd have said it was the best entourage ability released in the entirety of 2025, and it's still debatable whether or not Armor King's entourage ability is better than Blackman.
Okay. All
Armor
right.
King rules, and he was free.
And he was free.
Free.
And he
Yeah,
was free.
that's a great card.
Okay. Sheik, do you have Armor King on your list? And if not, what are your thoughts?
I don't. I think Armor King is great for his entourage ability, obviously. I do think that he's semi solid, but I know I made that crappy joke a few weeks back. I just don't like that his finisher. I mean, look, here's the thing. I play Tekken. I understand it's his rage art animation, but the fact that it takes 17 minutes for you to hit his finisher, even at 2x speed, that's just really not a big fan of that.
Gotcha. Oh, that's funny. He's also not on my top seven, but I don't disagree that he would have had the best entourage ability if not for Blackman and free to play hero. So anytime you get those like the Ghostbuster Cena, Ozzy Osbourne, and Armor King are always going to sit in a special place for me for that. So yeah.
Also, one more thing, real quick. Armor King also currently goes infinite in Titan.
Really?
You can do as much damage as you want to with Armor King. It's going to take you a whole long amount of time, but you can
Okay.
go infinite with Armor King, and you can do as much damage as you need to at any tier, pretty much against any Titan. Like that's pretty strong too.
Okay. Kind of like Kamala then. All right.
Exactly like Kamala.
Interesting. Yeah, I heard Sammy Nugent can do the same thing. Well, mine is going to go to Haku. And look at me, I'm figuring out how to run OBS and do this at the same time so that we have little graphics on screen. Sorry, number 7, but number 6, we all got graphics now. Haku was one of my favorite, if not my overall favorite striker male that I got this year. I really enjoy him. Haku himself continues to be one of those guys, which, by the way, I don't know if you saw him, but he was in John Cena's final match. He gave him a hug right there at the end. I was like, oh, it's Haku! And my family was like, why does that matter? I was like, it does. He's got to bite someone's nose off. It's great. But, man, yeah, I think for a tough guy of the original, Legends era and then into the Attitude era, I think Haku deserves it, and he's a great poster. I did get his gear, and I love using him. So yeah, I think that's a good one for me. All right, number 5 for each of us, and I'm gonna delete out. I got to delete out our posters here. So this time, Slim, you go first.
Number 5. All right, let me pull up my list real quick. So number 6 was Armor King. Number 5, I'm probably going to have to go with, I'm going to go with Trickster Bliss.
Okay.
In my number 5.
Okay.
Simply because, well, 2 reasons, and I didn't touch on this on number 7. I really like Alexa Bliss. She's my favorite. So there's that. And then she's got a one-click, one-swipe setup. And I super like that. That is just low-key, very easy, do a whole ton of damage. Now, you do have to have a lot of kit and stuff to get it up and running, but one click, one swipe is about as fast as I ever need to go. And I'm a big fan of that. I think she stands tall without needing super whaley stuff in the Trickster division. I know that a lot of people like Zombie Naomi. I don't have this stuff. Well, 1, I don't have Zombie Naomi, but 2, I wouldn't have this stuff to be able to run her effectively anyway, and never will have this stuff to effectively run her. So, Trick Bliss is going to be my Trickster lady for a while until I can get AJ Lee.
Okay.
She rules. I like her.
Yeah, and I think it's both awesome and hilarious that you've got 2 Alexa Blisses in your top 7 for the year. That's great. Yeah, I don't have that Alexa in my top 7, but I absolutely can see why you might. I think she's super solid. Sheik, do you have that Alexa on your top 7? And if so, yay, why? And if not, why not?
I do not. By the way, I'm a big fan of Alexa Bliss as a wrestler. But it's just not going to spoil it, but I have other women who have come out who I think are better characters. So, unfortunately, she just didn't make the cut. I think that if I were to make a free-to-play one, it's like since she was one of the unlockables, I would definitely have her like high on the list or on a list of the top ones. But nah, I think there's some better ones that have come out this year.
Yeah, I don't disagree. In fact, my number 5 is a female as well. I got Showboat Mommy in there. Man, Mommy changed my women's roster multiple times in this game. When she was heavy metal, when she was, coming out as a striker the first time. Zombie did great back in the day, but man, getting Showboat Rhea was well. First of all, I chose her on the UCC over Hip Hop Cena, and I think I made the right choice. Like I eventually got Hip Hop Cena off there as well, but she was my first big UCC claim. And I mean, yeah, the move damage build is huge. The reinforced to green is huge, and for me, the biggest thing that I use her for out of everything is anytime there's a Gemania or the daily speed tour, if it's female, I'm using Mommy because she hits the hardest, she breaks the most gems, she so on and so forth. So I use her just about every single time I have her. I did get her gear, and then unfortunately you actually don't need it for her reinforced build because of your choice there down there, right? I think yours is green and reinforced, right? So I think anyway. So she's mine. Either of you guys have her on your list coming up?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so Sheik will talk about her later. Slim, your response to my mommy. That's weird.
Nah, she rules. You hit it dead on.
Okay.
I mean, it's that easy. She rules. She's fantastic.
Okay.
There's no notes needed.
No notes needed. All right. Sounds good. I like it. All right. Then Sheik, what you got?
Number 5 is the temporary replacement for Bruce Pritchard on Something to Wrestle With.
Uh-oh, I don't follow that podcast. Who is he or her?
Hall of Fame JBL.
Oh, okay. JBL Hall of Fame. All right. I got 3 pictures I can put up for him. Do you want bronze, silver, or gold?
Uh, let's go silver.
All right. Silver JBL it is. Here's silver JBL for. All right. Tell us about your John Bradshaw Layfield.
Well, obviously you have to put him on the list because he.
Nice.
But one of the main reasons is like like in looking at the list for the past year, this is a test account, not the year.
No, you
Sorry,
keep
sorry.
going. You keep going. I deleted the numbers from this scene on accident, so I had to put them back real quick. But we're back.
Oh no, it's all good. It's all good. Just the I still think he's the most powerful Hall of Famer that's been released, hands down. Like if you look at it as an overall, maybe one is a little bit better here, maybe another one's a little bit better there, but it's just he's super solid, and I just think does a ton of damage. I can't wait till I finally get him. Unfortunately, a lot of people on my list I don't have. Actually, six of the 7 that I picked, I don't have. But
Really? Wow.
yeah. But yeah, the just like I said, I think he's super solid. I think he's amazing, and it's just that with very little, he does a ton of damage. And then plus with the and then along with the Hall of Fame link, it's hard to stop him.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't disagree. Again, I don't have him on my list, but I definitely like him, and I was lucky enough to get silver gear actually, from the Armory loot last month. So I think that was great. Slim, do you have him on your list? And if not, what do you think about that pick?
I have no Hall of Famers on my list. They are both Ron and JBL were really hard for me to leave off. Ron as a one-click destroyer of worlds, and Hall of Fame JBL as an unblockable damage machine. Both of them are fantastic fighters. They're going to be upgrades to literally anybody's roster, unless you already have them. They're great cards.
Yeah.
I just didn't quite make my list this time.
Well, and if you got Blackman, oh my gosh, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
for
Mm-hmm.
JBL, mm-hmm. All right, well, I'll go first for our number 4, and my number 4 is the poster that so many people asked for all year, AJ Lee. Yeah, I went hard for her. I got her. I totally enjoy using her. She has some amazing setups. Multiple. Hey, look at this. We got a hype train going. Thank you, guys. Huzzah! Thank you. I so much appreciate that. You have a limited time to earn exclusive emotes. Oh, that's a new thing.
Jason Jaw 10, thank you very much for subscribing to Champions Chat Podcast with your Prime subscription. Don't forget that if you have Amazon Prime, you get 1 free sub that you can use a month. So use it for your favorite streamer, whether that's Champions Chat Podcast, our buddy Slim, or myself, Iron Sheik 84, who will eventually stream at some point in 2028.
That's right. Well, stream on your own channel at least. But anyway, yeah, AJ Lee. So I agree with everything you said, Slim, on the power creep side, and I think AJ Lee is the realization of that. I remember Merrick saying something. years ago about how when a new meta starts, usually the next posters after that start getting so much better that it just leaves the others behind, and then you start to get adjusted to the new power creep, and then so on and so forth. I would say I noticed it with Alexa as well, but I obviously didn't get her. So for me, at least on my female roster, it felt really realized with AJ Lee. So is she on either of your guys' lists? And if so, why? If not, why not?
She is on mine further up.
Okay, all right. So Sheik will get to her here in a bit. Slim?
Hmm.
So will I. Yeah, I'll get to her.
Okay, all right, all right. That sounds good. So then I'm lowballing her, is what you're telling me. That's what I'm hearing here. So okay, Sheik, who's your number 4?
Someone who I really like both as a wrestler and in the game would be
Rey Mysterio.
Stephanie McMahon.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you over say you were saying Rey Mysterio.
Oh, yeah, that'll be on a list somewhere.
That'll be on another list. No, I'm sorry, I was mean. Okay, so who is it really?
Stephanie McMahon.
Okay, Stephanie Vacure. I'll put up this one of her. So talk to me about why she's on your list.
It's just multiple super hard hitting setups, and it's I don't know. I like I said, I really enjoy just seeing her wrestle. I really wish that sort of spinal tap move was she was using it when she was added. But yeah, I just think like looks like super solid, tons of damage, and doesn't and again doesn't really require a lot of goodies in order to hit as hard as they need to.
Yep, I would agree. I would agree. Slim, she on your list? Do you agree? Do you disagree?
She's not on my list. I
okay.
think the best thing I could say though about how good Stephanie is in this game is if I was being intellectually honest with myself, she would be in place of Trick Bliss.
Mm, mm.
She's a better card than Trick Bliss. I just really like Alexa Bliss. I'm marking out. It is what it is.
It,
I'll own up to it. I'll admit it.
it's your list. You get to say who you want. You're okay.
You're
Yeah.
exactly right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, she's one of the 7 best cards released in 2025. I just had to let my fandom override my analytical look at the game.
Okay. Okay. Well, she will show up later in my list as well. So I'll save my comments for then. So that means Slim, who you have for your number 4?
All right, so my number 4. This starts. Well, 3 of the rest of my 4 are on there for a very specific reason, and it starts with Swoggle. Swoggle is my number 4.
Okay.
Not because he's the best fighter that was released. Not because his training ability is particularly impactful. Swoggle's on my list because aside from sub reversal and trap reversal, he's going to win, and you don't need anything.
Okay.
You don't need anything to win. You need some traps and you need some subs, and that's about it. You can run it with a free to play entourage. You literally only need MP to get it up and running. I have an HP strap on my Swoggle because there's no other strap that really affects the damage that he does in game. So I just run him with HP because I think it's funny. Little guy, huge HP pool.
Right.
It's funny to me. And then like armor medals just because I needed to put something on there. He is a very easy card to get up and running, and again, outside of trap and sub reversal, he's going to win.
Yeah.
Maybe it takes him turn 2. I recognize that, but by turn 2, he's absolutely going to win.
Right.
So I think that there needs, for me, I value cards that don't take a lot to get up and running. And the less that you need to get up and running, the more impactful and the more valuable I think that card actually is. For instance, there's Albafire, who's trash unless you have a drip plate. Great, you have to have a drip plate.
Right.
There are like Z Naomi. Her best setup is with a Ghostbusters plate. Like, get out of here. That is not something that I value
Right.
very tremendously. If I had a Ghostbusters plate, would probably change my tune just a touch, as how much I value Z Naomi. But since I can't run it, I don't care. Swoggle, you don't need anything but +4 MP, and away you go.
Yep.
into the ring to start battling. And I think that is um, in a list of things that you need a card to have in order to be good. That's number one. Is the less stuff you need to be able to be effective, the better the card actually is. And you will see me talk about this theme for at least two more wrestlers in the rest of my list.
Okay. All right. Sheik, did you have Swoggle on your list anywhere?
No, I do not.
Yeah, I didn't either, but I don't disagree. Swoggle's one of the more fun posters I think they've come out with. I really like him. What's up, Zandel? What's up, Bing Hajam? Hopefully I said that right. My apologies if not. And
Yeah.
then, did I say it right?
Oh no, I don't know. I was gonna say yeah. It's like I agree with you. Like I said, Swoggle would definitely be on. I know I mentioned this before, but on the honorable mentions, Swoggle would definitely be on there.
Yeah, I don't disagree. I don't disagree at all. Yeah, I think he's a fun poster, and just I think I can share the behind the scenes thing I know, but like his dev cycle was hell because they had to like mess with the hit detection and how he interacts with the moves and all that thing because he's so much smaller. So I mean, just the fact that he made it into the game is impressive, but he took a lot of extra effort to make happen, and I think that they deserve all the credit, Scopely that is, for putting him in the game because that's an awesome pick. I agree. So, all right, let me clear the deck here real quick so that way I don't delete the numbers on accident. And then Sheik, we're going to go with number 3. Who do you got in your number 3 spot?
So you can move your graphic from AJ Lee down to my corner because that's who I had as my number 3.
Oh yeah, I'll add her back in and give her to you here. There you go. You got her. So tell me about AJ Lee, Sheik.
So yeah, big fan of AJ Lee, and it's just again even no hype, no belt, just does a ton of damage, and and I hate to repeat everything that you said, but it's like as new metas come out, she's definitely somebody who's going to be setting a bar for the females to come. So definitely, like I said, I think she needs to be really high on the list, or most everybody's list.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely agree. And maybe I put her a little too low on my list. She or Slim, you said you have her on your list as well. Is this the spot or do I
This is
hold
not the this is not the spot.
this is not okay, so you'll get to share your thoughts on her here in a moment then. So who's your number 3?
Steve Blackman.
Okay. Bad boy
Um,
Steve.
yeah, he hits really hard as a fighter, and that's cool. That's cool. I am a person who values entourage ability, sometimes even more so than fighting ability. And I think I've been pretty open about that pretty consistently. The better your entourage ability is, the more that I'm going to value and covet, really, the card itself. Um, you know, uh, to this day, my two most desired cards are not because of their fighting ability; it's because of their training ability or entourage ability, rather. And Steve Blackman's there. He is a one of one. He does something that nobody else does. Um, that makes him invaluable to me. And the one of one thing he does is such a specific effect that I still have been just so intimidated by the project that I haven't even started working on. But how many cards does he make better? Just literally off the top of the head. I mean, it's
Half.
anybody who throws out a massive amount of trap gems. So WCW Austin, last time is now Cena. AJ Lee herself, he would make better.
Mm-hmm.
Um, who else? Probably Trick Rhea, he makes better. Anybody who makes countdown gems that detonate, traps that do damage when they detonate, juggernaut gems when they detonate, and he does 100% move damage on top of it. So he makes stuff like Hip Hop Cena even better. I'm sure he would make Mark Henry better. I'm sure he makes
Mm-hmm.
Mommy's moveset better. Like, oh my goodness, the number of cards that Steve Blackman makes better is just huge,
Yeah.
right? It's the best training ability that was released in 2025. And if Blackman hadn't been released, Armor King probably would have crept into my top 5, maybe even the top 3. Um, but Blackman is just so lights out as far as Entourage goes, that he lands at number 3 with me.
Yep. Yep. Sheik, do you have him on your list?
Yes, I do.
Okay, so then we'll come back to you. But my number 3, Slim, is Steve Blackman. So
Yeah.
samesies there. Yeah, I absolutely echo everything that you said. This is the first year in years that I did not get the Black Friday poster, and I went harder this year than I ever have for a Black Friday poster. And this is the one that, like, I'm pretty sure I would have been this way if I hadn't gotten last year's as well. But this is the one where I'm like, crap, I am not on the top end of the meta right now because of missing this one poster. Like, on the one hand, I hate when they do that, but on the other hand, like, there should be a premium poster every once in a while that you're like, oh my gosh, if you don't have him, your whole roster suffers. And it's nice. Not enough people have him yet, where the free to plays and the lower spins are hurting because they don't have him. But certainly he is the premium character. And I do want to give a quick shout out because I've seen a lot of people on my Discord, by the way, who have them on the official Champions Chat Discord, say, oh, I got this guy. I guess I'll only use him for entourage ability. He is a freaking insane, powerful fighter. Like, his entourage ability is half the story at best. Like, it might be the thing that outlasts his fighting ability, but the way he breaks the board so many times with multiply gems and black gems, like, oh my gosh, like, even without the Steve sticks, he is incredible. And then you put the Steve sticks on him, and oh my goodness, just phenomenal. So, yeah, I don't disagree. In fact, I echo everything you said, and I have him in the exact same spot. So there you go. There you go. All right, let me clear the deck here. And then Slim, we're going to go with you. What are we up to? 2 now?
Number 2.
Oh, wow. Hold on. All right, let me clear these without clearing the numbers this time. Number 2. All right, Slim, who's your number 2?
AJ Lee.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's where AJ shows up.
Above Blackman even, huh?
Above Blackman. Again, I value cards based on how much you need to get them up and running. AJ Lee, you can run in. I just completely lost my train of thought. You don't have to have anything equipped.
Yeah.
Period. And she's going to do what? I forgot the numbers off the top of my head, but I think it's like 90 million.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nothing equipped. Nothing equipped. She does 90 million. I think it's 99 million. No height, no entourage, no belt, no medals, no plates, no nothing. She does 99 million damage with 1 reversal risk. If you want to eliminate the reversal risk, fine. You have to have an entourage that can get you to 10 MP. Cool. If you put Showboat Asuka on her, I think she reaches up into the 115, 120 million range. Most of it is unblockable. Like, get out of here, dude. It's mind-bendingly good.
Yeah.
That it's over the majority of cards HP pool in the game in unblockable damage. So you run into a gem damage or a gem defense setup, doesn't matter. AJ is going to win. Move damage or move defense setup, AJ is going to win. The only thing that's going to slow her down is hype defense. And if you have AJ Lee, you are speed running hype 4 for her anyway, so it doesn't matter. Like,
yeah, she's on that 3 for me right now.
Yeah, dude, she's insane. She's insane. It is power creep. You are witnessing power creep in action, even more so than Zombie Bliss. Oh yeah, and if you put Blackman on her, lights out. 160 million, no belt, no strap, no entourage other than Blackman. Get out of here. It's dumb. It's dumb how good it is.
Yep. I don't disagree. She is phenomenal. Like, yeah, absolutely deserving of a number 2 spot. I think. Like I say, I probably put her too low on mine. Yeah, I probably did, but it's fine. It's all right. Well, so this is the first poster now this year that we've all got on our list. All 3 of us have AJ Lee, and it sounds like Blackman will make that list as well. Sheik, you'll be the last, but one none of us have mentioned yet, who is like, man, this was a hard one not to put as number 1. In fact, in my top 7 S+ tier characters in the game, this person was number 1. Hip Hop Cena. I mean, Hip Hop Cena is just a monster. Move damage machine, 1 MP move, so you can't sub him, you can barely reverse him, you can, etc. And for me, I actually run him the gym damage build with the Rainbow Snowfall plate. That 1000% damage means in a tour he's doing a little over 400 million, and that was before I hyped him up too much. And for boss bat, or no, what's that thing called? Titan Takeover. Yeah, he's just a monster. And if I get tired of his gym damage build and decide I want to move my Rainbow Snowfall off of him to somebody else, then I just go right back to move damage build, and he's an insane destroyer. So yeah, he's my number two. Either you guys got him on your list?
Yeah.
Okay. Sheik?
All right, so for my number two, I have Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
I think Mommy's awesome. Slim will definitely tell you how great she is, minus the when they did the -4 MP uh, update on entourages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got crushed by several mommies in feud on stream one time.
Oh, I'm sorry, I missed that.
Yeah, well, Slim, he just ended stream. He's like, "All right, that's enough." just
Just like
there wasn't much to miss. I rage quit after about 20 minutes. I was like, I don't want to do this anymore. I quit.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing much more we can say other than just like she's amazing. With gear, without gear, she just hits like a ton of bricks. And every single feud that I ever face against her, it's always an her again. And coming up with the counter setup for her, it's just Mommy's amazing. That's the reason why she's always on top.
But ironically, you're number two, so she's not on top, but she's dang close. I don't know. No, I don't disagree. Again, and same as Hip Hop Cena. Move damage build is great. Gem damage build is great. She is just unstoppable. So, all right. Well, this brings us to our number one character. This is each of our favorite for the entire year. Now, before we do that, though, I do want to just say some honorable mentions, and I'll let you guys give yours as well, because I know somebody put Viscera in the comment section. He's not my number one. Spoilers. Viscera's amazing. So my honorable mentions go to Showboat Sammy, Gunther, Zombie Penta, Becky, Zombie Alexa, Lyra, Io Sky, Viscera, Zombie Naomi, Coco Beware, Axe, Ray Phoenix. Like, my goodness, guys, this year has been just an insanely good year for posters. I mean, I would say a lot more hits than misses, although next week we're going to talk about our 7 worst posters of the year, and then I'm sure Rey Mysterio is going to get his due in that. But yeah, Smile said banger after banger after banger on that one. So guys, in no particular order, give me some of your honorable mentions if you got any in mind.
All right. I'm looking at the list right now. So obviously, like, I know I mentioned Hip Hop Cena on mine, but Hall of Fame Ron Simmons, a lot of the ones honorable mentions that are going to reflect yours. Gunther. As much as I hate to say this, JD Dork.
Showboat. Son
Showboat
of Mask.
Dork.
Gotcha.
The last time is now Cena.
Yeah.
Io Sky, like you said. Coco Beware, Ray Phoenix. I mean, this, Zombie Alexa, Zombie Fatu. I mean, there have just been some crazy cards that have come out this year. And like I said, a lot of them that don't require you have the, $1,000 plate and the super rare gear and this and that. I mean, we've had a lot of great releases this year.
Agreed. Slim, any honorable mentions?
The only one that I feel like I need to run my mouth about is Last Time Is Now Cena. And this is the one that actually I should have probably figured out a way to put on my list as well. Last Time Is Now Cena is such a unique card. Two meta-friendly builds that have reversal concerns, but he's got the best hot tag in the game. He's currently the Titan MVP. He's viable in feuds and showdown. He opens up a lot of opportunity and possibility and creativity that no other card in the game does. He is a unique card that facilitates absolutely so much. It's absolutely insane that he's in the game and does what he does. Um, and he does it literally better than everybody else, just in the hot tag and the Titan arenas alone.
Yeah.
Titan may be the most important game mode in the game currently. I really should have figured out a way to put him in top 7. He's fantastic. He has to be my honorable mention.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Before we go to number 1, Sheik, do you have 3 minutes left? Is that your time frame? Or do you?
Give or take, I can roll over a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't want to roll over too much. So, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
number
We're good.
1 best poster of the year goes to. For me, my number 1 is Stephanie Vaquer. I wrestled with this because Hip Hop Cena is so good. I mean, like really, the top 7 was like picking your favorite ways to destroy the world. Like, I mean, every one of them is just phenomenal. But for me, triple black Stephanie Vaquer, 200 million bleed damage. Turn 1. It's a little clicky, but I enjoy it. And then if I get her gear, which I don't have yet, and do get tired of the triple black, triple blue is absolutely phenomenal. In fact, she hits even harder with gear and a rainbow cross break plate. So if you've got a few things, she's great. But all you really need is that moment. If you've got that Money in the Bank 2025 moment, 300% bleed damage, she hits just insane amounts of damage, and I love her. So she is my number 1 this year, Stephanie Vaquer, striker. And I just gotta say, in the Champs Chat Discord server, I've had several people say, I heard she wasn't that good, and I'm just like, what is wrong with you? She is where's she? There we go. She is number 1 right there. So that's my pick. Sheik, who's your number 1?
All right. So my number 1 is not a big surprise considering everything that we've talked about so far on the list. So I would just like to say that it's a very deserving. Rey Mysterio is the number 1 wrestler of the year. Okay. No, for real. I mean, for those who've been following along, if you can tell, it's Steve Blackman. That's who I put down as the number 1. And it's a lot. Again, I know with some of these lists, we're going to be repeating everything that we said.
Right.
With certain characters, there is a line in the sand of saying, like, look, at this point in time, the meta shifted because of this, this, and this.
Yeah.
The 200% gem damage straps, his plate, his entourage ability, and just a super solid character. We're now at a point where we can say, like, okay, the meta changed with Steve Blackman coming out, and what is it going to be going forward?
Yeah.
And I do agree that, eventually there's going to be a time where he's not going to be as viable, but that's not going to happen for quite some time. Yeah. And just as Slim said, his entourage ability is something that's going to endure for a long time, even when he's not as super viable as, he may be, he's going to get at some point, just like every other character, pretty much.
Right. Yeah, I agree. All right, Slim, what is your number 1 for 2025?
Hip Hop Cena.
Oops, hold on. I started typing hip hop instead of John because he's in my folders under John. Okay, so talk to me about the hip hoppiest of Cenas.
So my number 7 choice was Zombie Bliss because it was the first time I noticed power creep in the game and was a bellwether for what's to come. It should have been, if I was paying attention and thinking about it, it should have been Hip Hop Cena. His main build is an off meta build. It's still an off meta build. It's still a build that doesn't need a lot of stuff, and I've already ranted about how much I value that. Move damage is fantastic if you can make it work the right way, and John Cena can, or Hip
Hmm.
Hop Cena can make it work the right way. The move damage build has very few counters. It's MP up and move damage itself. Um, he also has the Snowfall move set, which is massive gem damage, which is great in boss battle. You can use it with hot tags in Titan to do insane amounts of damage. But if you have a Sheik plate and hype 4 for Hip Hop Cena, he can basically get you Platinum Chest Tier 5 by himself. That
Yeah.
means it doesn't matter who you run in the first position. You put John Cena Hip Hop Hustler in the second position, he's going to get you a Platinum Chest. He's going
Yep.
to do over 3 billion damage just with the move damage setup alone, which is insane. You don't need any MP to run him, so he's immune to MP down. So he's fantastic in feuds. You don't have to think about it. He's fantastic in showdown. You only have to look out for his reversals. Don't need any plates. He's self-sustaining because he heals himself, which is relevant in certain game modes, not to a huge extent. And then when the dreaded Steel Cage Tour shows up, John Cena is very well equipped to handle that because he doesn't need MP. He can turn two if he doesn't have a strap. He can turn two if he doesn't have an entourage. He'll heal himself in Steel Cage Tours to make sure he stays upright. Like he doesn't have a whole lot of weaknesses, and he has an immense amount of strengths. Um, in many ways, the rest of the cards that came after John Cena kind of feel like John Cena, just in gem damage instead of move damage. Um, yeah, I think in many ways he's the best card that was released in 2025. He's my most used card of 2025. And when I was thinking about all of these lists, one of the things that I kept in the back of my head is, hey, how often do I use one of these 2025 cards over a 2024 card?
Hmm.
And with strikers, it's very rarely do I do that because I have Jey Uso Yu.
Hmm.
With acros, it's very rare that I do that because I have Jacob Fatu acro. All of these guys do work. I have them set up. I know how they work. Is it really necessary to change over to the new card? For tech, yeah, I changed. I changed instantly, and I used John Cena for literally everything. Every
Yeah.
game mode, every task I need, John Cena is my number one go-to. And if I can't use him for some reason, I'm a little sad inside.
Yeah, yeah, I don't disagree with any of that. Like I say, I think he's phenomenal. He was my second UCC pick ever, and definitely worthwhile. Well, Sheik has to go here in just a sec. Before we do, if you have one more minute here, I plan on dropping this on Christmas Day on YouTube. So if you guys would give a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah. What's the special for Kwanzaa? There's a word before it, but say Happy Kwanzaa. Any of those that you would like to give before we go, and Sheik, I'll let you go first so you can drop off.
Okay, no, it's all good. So yeah, for those of you out there who observe it, of course, I hope you have a Merry Christmas. I hope you have a Happy Kwanzaa. I think it's Happy Hanukkah. I also think it's a Happy Kwanzaa as well, or Merry Kwanzaa.
Yeah,
I don't. If I get it wrong, I
yeah. Sorry
apologize.
about that, guys.
Uh, and then I will tell you, in Islam, we don't have an equivalent, winter holiday. So I'll just say Happy Thursday for everybody else.
Happy
uh,
Thursday.
and there was one other thing I forgot. I feel bad that I forgot about this. For those of you who yeah, uh, come back to me. I don't want to hold it up, but yeah,
No worries.
just basically have a good one. I hope you all get to spend time with your friends and family. I know we're gonna have some people over at our household, just chilling and relaxing, and just spending time. So, hope you all have a good one. And again, like I said, Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, and Happy Thursday for everybody else.
Slim.
In a season full of holidays, whichever one you celebrate, I hope it is amazing. I hope you are celebrating in good health with friends and family and loved ones.
Yeah. Well, from us at Champions Chat to yours, a very, very Merry Christmas. Thanks for celebrating at least part of it with us. And Sheik, what you actually made me think of Street Fighter. What you did,
Oh
Raul
yeah. Oh
Julia's line. Yeah. Oh wow! Look at that. So
yeah. I'm going to a holiday party for work here in a little bit. My other Christmas sweater didn't come in, unfortunately, so I'm going to be rocking this one.
dude, that is awesome. Next week I'll wear my. I've got a WWE ugly Christmas sweater. I'll try to remember to wear that. But the whole when Bison came to your town, it was the greatest event of your life. For me, it was a Tuesday. That's what made me think of that. Happy Thursday, guys. Oh
Oh
no.
yeah. Well, yeah, I always, like I said, I always joke around about that. So, just as a side note, so growing up, I always told people Christmas is actually one of my least favorite days of the year, and here's the reason why. Okay, because when you don't celebrate it, everything is closed, nothing good's on TV, and then I always got roped into physical labor. So whether it was cleaning the house or moving stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, I got one day. I don't want to move things around. Like,
Oh jeez.
but yeah, but it's like I said, I'm really looking forward to it this year. This is going to be the first year that I've actually been doing like a Christmas thing in our new home, so I'm
Yeah.
super excited for it.
Cheeky's first Christmas. I love it. I love it. Well, happy holidays, y'all. Merry Christmas. We appreciate you guys so much. Make sure you keep coming back. Make sure you subscribe to Iron Sheik 84 on Twitch and YouTube, to Slim Numbers on Twitch and YouTube, and to Champions Chat. And then drop in the comments section what was your top 7 favorite, best posters of 2025 in this WWE Champions game, and come back next week where, man, I hate to end the year on the worst, but we did the best. We got to do the worst next time. So the 7 worst posters of 2025 coming soon to a theater near you. See you guys later. Bye.